I think the good news about today, and one of the central stories of the day, the central story so far for me, is that Tucker Carlson has these Republican candidates back up against the wall.
Yeah.
Tucker has become the standard, the conscience of really the new Republican Party. And what you see here is him over and over again pushing people in obvious ways for the sake of popular policies on the part of the base. And so, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I'm still traumatized from having to watch an excruciatingly detailed 25-minute gender reassignment surgery that Tucker Carlson performed on Asa Hutchinson. I didn't want to see that, really. I don't think.
We should have had some sort of parental guidance advised on that part of it. No, but I mean, you bring up a good point because
This isn't Fox News.
so, you know, Asa Hutchinson is sitting there. And I mean, I actually let out an audible gasp in the back room where we were sitting when Tucker is asking him about what, I mean, maybe I'm biased because a lot of my work surrounds protecting children from all of the LGBT ideology, but, you know, he's asking him about what I would call one of the most, if not the most important issue right now in America, which is, are we going to protect our children from irreversible physical harm? And to hear someone running on the Republican side say, after Tucker's asking him about that, clearly annoyed, I look forward to talking about the issues. To me is, if you ever thought that Asa Hutchinson's candidacy ever started, that would be the actual time and date that it stopped, that it ended. I can't imagine being that out of touch with your base that you have the audacity to be so annoyed and say something like that.
I think for conservative candidates, I want to offer this acronym in terms of what they should be thinking about, specifically as it relates to culture war and domestic issues. It's FACTS, F-A-C-T-S, family, abortion, culture, and the truth about sex. Right? If you can't get those issues correct, and maybe in this particular venue, given, you know, we're talking about faith and family, we call this I may call it the Genesis platform, right? If you don't know what a man and a woman is, if you don't know what a marriage is, if you don't know what a family is, if you can't speak to the inherent dignity and worth of all human life, then I just think you need to, you know, go find another job to do and let candidates who can do those things speak to those things and provide a more positive vision for America moving forward.
Yeah, Matt, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I think that what you said about the corporate thing is absolutely true. In fact, I'm struggling to understand why Asa Hutchinson is running to mammon, you know, conservatism. Maybe it's the fact that Walmart, which supported, of course, gender reassignment surgery, to whom he was obviously beholden, as you mentioned, maybe it's the fact that Walmart gave him as part of the deal, like, hey, you can run for president. We'll fund it later on. Because otherwise, like, why is he running? I mean, I don't understand. A vice president for who exactly? Or I don't get it. And what you see over and over again, though, just to go to the larger point today, is this kind of fecklessness or this inability to completely sell the deal, both in the personalities of the candidates and in the policies that they offer. And we shouldn't discount. I mean, the day started with Tim Scott awkwardly sort of getting up, as someone said wisely, I don't know if they've already said it on air, getting out of the hot seat, right? Because it was too hot. I mean, that was brilliant. I mean, that's a brilliant way to put it because that's exactly what was going on.
Yeah.
He was not able physically to just stay down and look at Tucker. And, you know, so far, that challenge, Scott's not the only one to have failed it. Everyone so far today, in my mind, has failed the Tucker challenge.